There are animes that have come out recently that have one of the best portrayal of black people ever. Note how I say one of them, because anime does have a long history of portraying black people and they always didn't look this amazing and realistic. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel GenStar. I'm your host today, Star, and let's just jump right into this video about the black portrayal in anime. Animes like Yasuke that centers around a black protagonist who is a samurai in Japan, or animes like Michiko and Hatchin that centers around a black woman on the run from the cops who ends up meeting and taking in an orphan girl. It's shows like this that the story focuses around the black character, so it's amazing to see these characters being done right. It's even more amazing to see a black character being done right even when they're not the focus of the story. However, it always wasn't the case that we get characters like Rock Lock from My Hero Academia, or Ogun Montgomery from Fire Force, or even Yutaka Babiaro and Umanta for one of the newest animes that recently came out, Remain. Before, we got caricatures of black people. These characters were strangely built, like their bodies were completely different from other characters. These characters had those weird lips. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Whether the characters were dark-skinned or light-skinned, these lips were huge and outlined weirdly. These caricatures reduced the character's potential to be a representation those of the black community would be grateful for. Instead, all we seem to see is racist stereotypes portrayed in this media that is doing more harm than good. Growing up seeing these characters as a kid is downright horrifying and insulting to see, especially when you have a very deep connection to anime but can never like these black characters because of how they are drawn. Whether there was an anti-blackness going on during these times that would explain why characters look awful, or whether Japan was getting their depiction of black people through minstrel shows. For those of you who don't know, minstrel shows was racism at its finest during the 19th century. White people would be in blackface and portraying blacks in comic skits, dances, and other forms of entertainment. These white people in blackface would portray blacks as lazy, humorous, among other things. If you take a look at a minstrel actor and let's say a character like Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball, they're both the same. And I extremely apologize if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. Now, I'm not coming for Mr. Popo's character in Dragon Ball since I don't know too much about it, and I don't know what role he plays in the show. I am mainly targeting his appearance and the similarities between it and minstrel actors blackfacing. Though black people had the worst representation in anime in the past, it wasn't all bad because there were some instances where blacks were represented normally and did not stand out as caricatures. Characters like Killer Bee, Karu, Daru, in Naruto, or Kaname Tosen, or Yurichi from Bleach, or Afro Samurai, or Miyuki from Basquash. And though blacks are being portrayed wonderfully now, there are also some concerning black representation that shows there is slow progression to do better, such as Sister Crone from The Promised Neverland, who is a representation of a mammy who were black women caretakers for white families depicted as large and dark-skinned. Mammies were always depicted smiling because you saw them often during slavery as they were shown being happy taking care of the white family, sometimes not thinking about their own. In Sister Crone's case, the anime tried to lessen the caricature but kept the most defining feature that shows caricatures and her similarities to a mammy, which is her lips and her hair. You could show a black character having full lips without it being so exaggerated. Another example that shows we need progression is in Love Lab. Now, I don't really know too much about this show, but I do know that this show did come out in 2013, and there have been absolutely better representations since. But Love Lab was also 8 years ago. You would think something like this would not have occurred after 2010. The Love Lab a character I believed, because like I said, I read this and I haven't watched the show, but a character in Love Lab, I believe, dressed in blackface to test out the popularity of black soul singers, as well as talk about her brother fetishizing black women. I am truly at a loss for words. Really. It seems that in recent times, cases like these are few and far between, though, because we have much better representation now. Think Carol from Carol and Tuesday. And can I say the creator of the show Watanabe portrays black people amazingly in Carol and Tuesday, but like also in like Cowboy Bebop. Literally, guys, any black characters shown in Carol and Tuesday are amazingly done, and like those are what other animes should be looking towards, like for help, you know. We also have Kanari from Hunter x Hunter. Some say she's also a depiction of a mammy through her hair, her also being a servant. But compared to Sister Crone's case, Sister Crone is more of a mammy in a caricature than I would say Canary is. Also, literally any of the main character in Yasuke's creator Leon Thomas's 2019 anime Canon Buster, and any characters I mentioned at the top of this video are black represented right. Now, there is a progression being made when it comes to black portrayal in anime, and I really hope we keep staying on the path we have now. So kids growing up and watching anime for the first time don't have to grow up with caricatures of black people, but they can see blacks with long hair, curly hair, and textured hair, different realistic hairstyles, normal different body types, and see characters visually pleasing to look at. Also, characters who are the main focus of the story as well. This gives them role models and identifiable characters to love. Honestly, I am extremely hopeful for what the future holds, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. And that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below and how you feel about anime's portrayal of black people. Let me know if you disagree or agree with any of the points I've made, and let's start a discussion down below. This wasn't a long video, so let me know if you felt I left out anything important. Please leave suggestions for future videos down below, especially since it's the summer and we're trying to get up more videos before we have to go to college. So yeah, leave suggestions down below. We can hopefully work on them. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please have an amazing day, and Jen and I will see you in the next one. Bye, and remember, stay a kid at heart.